And babies, guys, you grow ever stronger, and I speak of more than just the flesh. You are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my pressing feeling is one of relief. You must understand the mere thought that the eye would choose an outsider, one who will comprehend the threat posed by the dragons, filled me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have... but I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during our last session, I enlightened you regarding the origins of dragoons. You will recall how Haldrath heroically triumphed over the great worm Nidhogg and Ishgard came into possession of the Eye. Tell me, Joseph, do you believe that these events truly transpire, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this because few folk have seen dragons in the flesh besides we Ishgarians, and most would as soon dismiss them as products of the imagination. Alas, dragons are no less real than you and I, with Nidox perhaps the most real of all. In the course of history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath of 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgarians is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more, Joseph. The time is 20 summers past and a place Travania. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. The entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of his kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out of the sun with their wings, a deep foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos planting the belly of the sky in angry reds, the agonized screams of innocents fading to deathly silence. My station as the Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. But there was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place only long enough to lay it to waste, and when he took wings, so too did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed an eternity before I found myself face to face with the great worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement on the edge of Corpheus, raging for 3 days and 3 nights, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now. How else it shouldn't end well. Muzzle over my eyeless stones of strength, I wagered all of it with a single thrust. My last struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh insensate. In that instant I thought myself surely doomed, but alone was not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose of blood-curdling roar before fleeing to the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from eye injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon. And I was a dragon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I had failed to protect. The last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estinian is one of them, the sole survivor of Ferndale, the final village to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. With no one left to care for him, I did the only thing I could, and took Estinian as mine own son, instructing him in the way of the dragoon when he was of an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of comprehension but of guilt, my guilt at having failed them. But alas, I have also failed them as a father, for what manner of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen? Aye, you heard me right. All of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little and less of the minds of dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding Stolen Eye will rouse Nidhogg to awaken. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, it would seem you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to each drop, where the knight Eustine awaits your arrival. My nation is depending on you, Joseph. Bebe água, mãe. After further enlightenment on the history of Ishgard and the dragoons, Sir Albert sends you off to undertake your next trial. Travel once again to Witchtrap and seek out Sir Eustien. You are the one who aspired to be a Azure Dragon. Why? You are not even of Ishgard. If you truly possess the power that Sir Alberek sees in you, then prove it to me with your lance and guns. After meeting with Sir Eustien of Ishgard, you are set upon by a bevy of Benamites. The beasts have proven no match for your skill with the lance, however, and they have been put down. Speak again with the knight. That strength, I have not seen its like since Justinian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Alberich has the right of it, after all. Return and show your crystal to him. I have no doubt he will be pleased. Sir Justine is impressed with your abilities, which reminder of Justinian himself. Return and inform Sir Alberich that you have passed your trial. You have passed yet another trial with flying colors, Joseph. A day when you may stand before Justinian as an equal is not far off. And when that date comes, the eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this. But you must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training. When you can do no more on your own, seek me out once more. Inner dragon grows stronger. Sir, Alberich is pleased to see you passed your most challenging trial yet. He encourages you to continue your training in earnest, assuring you that the day when you may stand before Estinian as his equal is not far off.